John. Right, this is another part following my rock, or A to Z of rock and metal, and this is the Bees on vinyl that I have. I found some more, and then I'm going to add in a lot lighter Bees as well, but they are still very, very sort of, a lot of rock and metal bands were influenced by one of these artists, or bands, sorry, which you'll find out towards the end of the video. And yeah, they are a B, and yeah, but they're just not really heavy. I'm sure people might say they're not really a rock band, but to be quite honest, I actually think they have got some quite rocking, cool stuff. So yeah, I've added them. So, and I do love the band. So it's my video. So here we go. The first one is going to be this. These are soft rock, and it's going to be the Babies, with John Waite on vocals on this one, and yeah. That album is self-titled, 1970s, I think it's 76. Yeah, that's 76. This is a UK press. Just trying to think if I can remember any of the songs. I think it's on the next album that I heard one of the songs. Yeah, it's on Chrysalis as well. The next one I got by the Babies. Let me put this back in. Is this album called Broken Heart. John Waite again on vocals. This is, I'm just trying to think if the songs on this one that I've heard a few times. No, don't think so. There's the back. (1977), this one. Great, they've actually got them on the spine, which is awesome. It says on down there. So yeah. It's on Chrysalis, which I do like that label. Next artist is one that's very, very like a very big influence on what I listen to, as well as what I started with as well. And people who have watched my videos before will know maybe who I mean. And I bought it, the first cassette I ever bought was of my own money, was his debut, and the artist is Bryan Adams. And even though, you know, when people do stuff about rock and metal, they don't always put Bryan Adams, and he is does write some really good rock songs. And you know, I think he's overlooked. People don't mention him in the VC. 1981, and that is a great album. It's his second one. First one came out in 1980, which was self-titled Bryan Adams, and this one is You Want It, You Got It, and there's just some really great songs on here. So, and I used to have Cuts Like a Knife on vinyl. I don't know if I still have. No, I don't, which is a shame, because I actually used to have that in the early 90s on vinyl. Don't know why I haven't got it anymore. If it got broke. Next one, Bryan Adams, which is one of my favourite albums, Into the Fire. This is awesome as well. Listen to the song Native Son. Got to listen to that. Native Son. That is absolutely one of my favourite songs ever. That is just killer. But yeah, brilliant album, 1987. And you know, that came after Reckless, and Reckless was quite a hard album to beat, you know, or definitely to beat. And I actually prefer to listen to this over Reckless now. And then talking of Reckless there, 1984 on A&M Records. This one is an English, printed England pressing. So we've got 1, 2. This is this one actually says UK on it instead of England. And then this one with a hype sticker is says UK on it instead of just says made in England. Oh, I've got another. Sorry, I didn't realise this. I've got another. You want it, you got it. And this one is the seeing what was done. Well, it's on the record, actual record label where it's stated where it's coming from. It doesn't say on the outside, definitely not. So the record label is it's a UK one, made in England. That one does say made in England on it. So yeah, that's that one. And then I couldn't believe I missed this off of the last list, and off the last lot, and it's Bernie Torme. I hope I didn't miss him off the list. If you watch the other vinyl B's and it's on it, just let me know if I've done it twice. But yeah, Bernie Torme stepped in to help Ozzy just after Randy Rhoads died, and it would be so awesome to see live footage of him playing. Just see how good it was. Even if someone's got a bootleg of it, it'd be awesome to hear. Right, somebody I don't really listen to, but I do have a lot of his albums, or I did have on vinyl. Either someone's stolen some of my stuff, or that dickhead at the record store, Vinyl Vaughan's, he's bloody stolen my records, because this guy here, Bruce Springsteen, I must have had about 5 or 6 or even more records on vinyl, and I've only got 3 here. I've got 2 of this, The River, which is where's that one from? 1980. This is printed in Holland, this one. And the other one I've got is kind of, the cover's gone a bit crap, because it's still got the shrink wrap on, and then when you leave the shrink wrap on, and you know, the covers start going all manky and warped, and so yeah, you can see there. 1980, and that is a UK pressing. So yeah, I'm going to take the shrink wrap off of there, I think. And the other one I've got is Bruce Springsteen's Darkness on the Edge of Town. And no, I didn't pay 20 quid for it. That's just another cover been put on it. Yeah, and that one is, I've never listened to this album, to be quite honest. 1978, and that is the CBS That's the English pressing. And that's, oh, we've still got loads more to do. We're going to go on to the lighter side of the band that I consider a very light rock band. And, you know, influential in so many artists and bands from after they, well, from when they started. So, and you know, everybody, loads of artists talk about this band, and that band is probably going to pee a few people off, but it is the Beatles. So we're going to go through, and I'm not going to give you all the stats on each one of these. This is a 2009 remaster, just so you know. Okay. This one, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, is oh god, this is 1967. This is the PCS 7027 stereo, so this is not the original 70s one. Then we've got another PCS stereo one, which is from the 70s. Another one, and this is a mono. This is a PMC. So you've got the PMC, P, and then the M is mono, and C was the S. The PCS is the stereo version. But yeah, this is a 67 mono. Just that. This one's the PCS, the 7027 stereo. And as far as I'm aware, all of mine are the UK ones when I've checked them. What have I got there? Let's see. Just see if there's any more of those quickly, because I did these down here quickly. And hey presto, there's another one. This is a stereo one. This is the later one, much later. This is probably the newest one I've got, apart from actually owning. What's that? Oh, yeah, that one there is the 2012 one, the first one I showed you. So that's the newest one I own. This one's probably the next one down the line. This has got a barcode on it, but I don't. It's definitely much newer, probably from the 80s by the looks of it. Then we go for the White Album, which is not so very hard to find one of these in perfect condition. This one's, they've got loads of discoloration in the cover. This one is a what's called posters in it, of little cards and stuff. That's the Apple label there, but the later one, PCS 7068, sorry, UK one. That's not an original. And mine haven't got the numbers that are usually put down here or on the other cover. Mine haven't got any of those numbers. A new copy of the Beatles' Yellow Submarine, which I love watching this with my kids. Love the soundtrack, it's amazing. That's why I bought it on a newer version. But yeah, that's a 2012, I think. Yeah, 2012. Got Beatles for Sale on stereo, which is a later, probably 70s version. Beatles 62 to 66. This is a later one. It's got the barcode up there. I think this is an earlier one. Yeah, this is an earlier one. This one's a this is German. You can see that. And then I've got another one, and this one's different again. This is Holland, made in Holland. Then we got 67 to 70, and this one is, I think this is a Holland one as well, because it's got the oh no, it's not. This is a PCSP 718, if anybody wants to check that out. The Beatles Ballads, 20 original tracks. 1980 this came out. Beatles Rarities. This is a sampler album that was not originally for sale. So this is up there. Beatles Love Songs. Yeah, my records. Printed in Great Britain, this one. Double record set. I don't know if you can see that. These covers and this light is a nightmare. There we go. With the Beatles, this one's a PCS, so stereo. It's a later version, not an original, but it has got I think this was the early 70s this copy came out, or the late 60s. But I've got a mono version. This is PCM 1206. It's the mono ones you want to go for if you're looking for stuff that's worth more than stereo. So then we got the stereo Hard Day's Night, PCS 3058. Nearly all my stuff is the UK stuff. There's only a few that are foreign, meaning yes, German or made in the Holland and stuff. We've got another stereo, which is PCS 3058 as well. And then I've got a mono, which is actually in really good nick. Apart from a bit of stain on the back. And I've got a mono version of the Beatles Please Please Me, with a bit of dust or fluff. PMC 1202, that one. The Beatles Beat, and this is a German one, I think. Yeah, that's a German one. On Odeon. Then we go with the American one, which is this the one they call Hey Jude, or is it Let It Be? No. I can't remember what they call this one. Oh, Hey Jude it is. Sorry. So there you go. PCS 7184. And this is an English edition or repress. Let It Be. That's a PCS, a stereo, 7096, Apple Records. Magical Mystery Tour. And that's SMAL 2835. 1967. I'm not sure if that's an original. This is an American one. Got it in faint down the bottom. Capitol Records. And we've got Abbey Road. And this one is a PCS, a stereo 7088. So not the original, but not far behind it. Another one, and this one is exactly the same one. Not the one I just showed you, exactly the same as the last one. Then we got Revolver, PCS again, a stereo version, 7009. Looking up Beatles records and trying to find out which version you got is blummin' difficult, unless you've got the patience of a saint. There's so many niggly little bits on them that if you go on to different versions they've done, there's hundreds. There'd be hundreds of Revolver for sure. Hundreds of the others as well. Right, the Beatles. This is 16 times the Beatles live at the Star Club, 1962. And that's in stereo, that one. And this is a German pressing, obviously. The Beatles at the Hollywood Bowl. This one is the English edition. And then I've got it on the MFP, Music for Pleasure one. So, oh, I picked up two records there. Yeah, Music for Pleasure. So this one is the same, other than it's got a barcode, and but they were both made in England. This one's the original. This is the one that says in Great Britain, and even the front is different, you know. Help. This is a PCS 3071, and it's the back. And then we've got Rubber Soul, PCS 3075. And another one, exactly the same. And the last one, Rubber Soul again, exactly the same numbers as well. There you go. That's albums, or artists, sorry, begin with letter B. I always take off the. I don't like putting that in. So yeah. So that's all I've got for vinyl. I do the CDs. And then, sorry, what I've got left over of CDs, I will do in the Bs. There's a few videos for these letters already on YouTube. Check them out. I'm going to be doing C on vinyl, letter C. And I was quite amazed that I didn't have a lot of C's. So yeah, check out the next video. See you later.